What's up? Here's a super quick video of one of the most popular builds in the game because it is probably the best build in the game this season. I know that might be a hot take, but Gyrfalcon is even stronger this season. In this season's artifact, we do not have volatile flow to make us volatile anymore, so Gyrfalcon is more necessary than last season. With this, you get volatile rounds after coming out of invisibility, and when you're invisible and use a finisher, all your weapons gain bonus damage, and your nearby allies get an overshield and improved class ability regeneration. The reserve overshield can be deployed by using a class ability. This is so strong. This is so much stuff. Look at this is a whole essay of how great Gyrfalcon's is. It's crazy. This is crazy. This is so good. And with this, I like to pair it with Wave Splitter. This thing is incredible. Does a ton of damage. You can get volatile on everything and everything just explodes. It's so good. Let's get into the subclass. Mobius Quiver for a lot of damage. Gambler's Dodge to get back your Snare Bomb, which is important because we're using Trapper's Ambush. Vortex Grenade is great. Stylus Executioner. Defeating a weakened, suppressed, or volatile target grants invisibility and True Sight. Also, your next melee attack while invisible weakens targets. This makes a feedback loop with Gyrfalcons because coming out of invisibility makes your weapons volatile. When you defeat a volatile target, you go invisible. So it just goes back and forth, back and forth. Trapper's Ambush turns your smoke bomb into a quick fall, and you can make your allies invisible, which is a big deal. It still weakens any enemies caught in the cloud, but now it can make all your teammates invisible as well. This is great for Grandmasters, stuff like that, harder content to make your teammates invisible. For the fragments, Echo of Expulsion, Void Ability, Final Blows cause targets to explode, Echo of Starvation to get Devour, Persistence to increase the duration of invisibility, Overshield, and Devour, which with this build we have all three of those. And then Echo of Dilation, this is really just for the plus 10 mobility, plus 10 intellect. There are some other fragments I'm going to mess around with and use, like possibly Remnants instead of this, possibly Undermining to get more weaken. For the stats for this build, I like to always have 100 resilience in any build, and then at least 70 mobility, and then focus the rest on discipline. For the mods, I got Heavy Ammo Finder, Special Ammo Finder, Void Siphon, Impact Induction to get grenades back faster, Vulture and Detonation to get your class ability back faster, and Font of Vigor just because I have pretty low strength. This helps it feel a little better to get that smoke bomb back faster. On the chest piece, 1 resistance of whatever the activity calls for, charged up to carry more armor charges so they last longer, Void Reserves to be able to carry some more Void, Special, and Heavy Ammo, 2 Void Weapon Surges for plus 17% damage, Elemental Charge to get more armor charges, Reaper to spawn an orb after using your class ability, Special Finisher especially when I'm running Wave Splitter just to make sure I have enough ammo and can keep running that all the time, and then Time Dilation to make those armor charges last longer. Then for the artifact, this is where this build just gets crazy. First of all, you're going to want Overload Trace Rifles to overcharge your Wave Splitter, but then Unto the Breach, defeating a Void debuff target creates a Void Breach while your Void subclass is equipped. It's basically Echo of Cessation, but it works on any Void debuff target, which includes Volatile, which our Void weapons are always volatile with this build. Then Protective Breach, picking up a Void Breach gives you an Overshield or refreshes your existing Overshield. So basically anytime the Void Breach timer is up, you're going to be making a Void Breach. And so you're almost always going to have an Overshield, which is crazy. So you're going to be able to go invisible at all times, whenever you want, and have an Overshield at all times. And then what's really cool is even if your team isn't Void, have them put Protective Breach on, because you're going to be making so many Void Breaches that they're going to get tons of Overshields as well, just from having this on. And then Supernova, picking up a Void Breach causes your next source of Void damage to create a large weakening pulse, which when I do unlock this, that might make a good case for switching out Echo of Dilation to Echo of Harvest. Defeating a weakened target creates an Orb of Power and Void Breach. So I might do that once I unlock that. I'll see how this feels. I don't think Void Breaches are going to be too hard to make because there's a timer on them. I think this might just be great for making more Orbs of Power. And then for the weapons, whatever kinetic you want to run, I really like Riptide because it does so much. It takes care of Overload. It takes care of Unstoppable. You can freeze anything. You can slow anything. Does a lot of damage. For the energy slot, Wave Splitter is my favorite, but I really like Funnel Web, and I also like Le Monarch. For the heavy, when I'm by myself, I typically will just run the other half to get around faster, and it does good damage. And then Retrofit Escapade, 4 times the charm target lock. This thing is crazy. It's basically a giant funnel web. That's the build. I know it's not brand new or anything, but with the new artifact stuff, it's really crazy. It's better than ever, and this has always been one of the best. Thanks for watching. Go try it out. Let me know what you think. Come back and tell me. Peace.